Here we go.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. It's Sharing the Mouse. Dave here.
And Brooke.
How's everybody going? Thank you for joining us. We are less than 2 weeks from our trip.
I know. Is it 12 days today or is it
13 days?
13 today's.
13
today's. We have 13 more today's and then we'll be there.
Yes. 13 days till we go and experience Christmas at Disney for the first time. We have not done that.
No, I'm so excited. I can't even wait.
Yes. So thank you for hanging out with us. We're going to talk a little bit about our trip, but we do have a couple other things to go over and with some news. And then we're actually going to...
Not much news.
Not much news.
Yeah.
But we're going to actually have our girls do a little bit segment for the...
Yeah, they're pumped.
We've been thinking about this for a while, so we'll do a little tease and see how that goes.
Yeah, they're excited.
Yeah. So, Brookie, what's going on down there?
Let's get it popping. Festival of the Holidays was extended by 1 day. So now they are shutting her down on December 31st is the last day for that. And that's one thing I literally cannot wait. And honestly, like this is just telling true stories here. I was trying to drop some pounds because I know how much I want to eat when we go there for Christmas.
All right.
And I shouldn't be worried about that. But I was like, God, I can't wait to hit Epcot. Mm-hmm. And this time I feel like, because usually I'm a savory person. So I like the savory foods and I'm not, I can go like, I could like take or leave the sweet foods. There's so many sweet foods that I've been eyeballing that I can't wait to get my hands on those things.
Right.
Like the cookie stroll. I absolutely want to do the cookie stroll at Epcot and I'm all about like not the bling, but the rewards and stuff. So you get a book, like a passport kind of deal, and you can get your cookie stamp. Who doesn't want a cookie stamp from Disney? In your book. So I'm like about that little rinky dinky stuff. But food, so I can't wait. So I'm pumped about hitting that. It's like a taste of Epcot deal.
Yep.
Then the other thing that they just released here recently, and I think it would be cool to try it while we're there and maybe even do how you can record on your cell phone, like what you're doing at that moment, is the My Disney Experience app has now just added a new feature where you can shop on your app and skip the lines. Mm-hmm. But I'm anxious to hear how all that is kind of working. I haven't heard any stories really of people actually experiencing that and using it. But it's like you can take your phone and things have, I guess they would have a QR code on it and you scan it. And it kind of, you create a cart, I guess, on your phone. And then there's a way to check out. But the only word I've seen on it is I did see someone post and say that take a screenshot of your purchase. I guess maybe like your completed purchase because maybe you get a code for that. Because, of course, in true Disney fashion, the app crashes sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you just want proof of all of that, I guess. And I'm sure there's got to be somebody there to check your
on the way out.
Yeah, so and then like put it in a bag. That's the part, and I honestly didn't read into it too much. I just kind of skimmed through or whatever, but I want to check that out.
So that's how it's going to be when we're there.
Yeah, and right now you can only do it so only 2 shops offer that.
Oh, okay.
As of right now, Pop Century Resort, their gift shop. There was just added to it, maybe even like today or yesterday. And the other one is Mouse Gears at Epcot. Mm-hmm. So right now that's the only 2 places. I kind of see maybe like World of Disney out at Disney Springs maybe joining in on that. I don't know.
Or the Emporium, at least.
Yeah, or the Emporium because there's... And that helps because, you can only allow a certain amount of people inside the stores.
Right.
So the Emporium has lines blocked up outside of it on Main Street, trying for people to get in. Mm-hmm. So that would help once you're in, scan, get going and get out. And maybe, I don't know if they're doing it because, to get the flow of people in and out faster. Who knows? I don't care. We'll try it. Maybe.
Plus,
see what it's
keep
like.
the people distant too.
Yeah. Harmonious is still going to debut in 2021, and that's the Epcot show out in the water. That's supposed to be insane. So I can't wait to see that. Some things that are still on point for opening on time was the La Creperie. I'm saying it horribly wrong. La Creperie.
Oh.
I don't know. And Remy's adventure in 2021, his Ratatouille adventure is still on track. The one thing that makes me sad that I wrote down that's been tabled is the Cherry Tree Lane. And I know that's kind of like old news, but they're starting to bring up, some things that they had been talking about, and this one's not being brought up. And that makes me sad.
Yeah.
I love Mary Poppins, and that would have been so cool. That's basically it. The only other thing is we all know that park hopping's back for 2021. And we talked about that last time on how you can you can book your next park. I think it's at like 2 p.m. and you can get on your app and see what parks are available and then hop over to that park. Some characters, I think it's Pluto and Goofy, are in like a travel van going around Walt Disney World. So they came to Pop Century a couple days ago, to kind of walk around and visit. And you can see them that way. And then the best news of all, are you ready for this? This is like the best news of all. Don't be looking at my list. Are you looking at my list?
No.
You're reading my list.
I can't read it anyway from here.
On my most favorite thing I cannot wait for, and I haven't messaged my friend Susan to talk to her about it because I know that she and I both will get one. But now being offered at Disney World is a pineapple, so like a fresh pineapple that they chop off the top and scoop the insert and the innards out, I guess, full of pineapple ice cream, the Dole Whip. I can't wait for that. I've seen pictures and I'm like, what the heck? Like, it's got to be like that big at least.
Where is that? Out all of them? Or certain ones?
That's what I need to check too, because I saw the picture and then blacked out, so I didn't dig into that either. But I don't know if it's at Aloha Isle or Polynesian.
Right.
We shall see. You all probably already know about that. And then I didn't dig any deeper into it because I was like, what? That's all I need to know. I don't care because I'm just going to go find it. And that's it. That's it for kind of like news. Not too much news, but.
Well, the one more thing is even though they aren't bringing back the fireworks fully, they are doing something.
Yeah.
So.
And hey, I'll take a little firecracker or anything to bring back.
But what they're doing is they are at Magic Kingdom every 15 minutes or so, once it gets dark, which gets dark early now, like 6 o'clock. They'll have a little bit of a fireworks show.
It's a little burst
here and there as the castle changes a little bit here and there. So it's a little bit. That's not a thing where they're gathering a bunch of people to do a 20-25 minute fireworks show again, but it's at least the start, and that'll be there when we're there. So
I'll take it.
That'd be good. Yeah.
I'll probably be like,
I know.
When you see the fireworks. I can't even wait to see it at Christmas. I mean, I think it's going to be such a crazy feeling. But yeah, it's like whenever I think I just hit the mic. Sorry. Whenever the projection on the castle changes, that's when they do a burst of fireworks.
Right.
And that's it. And it's just a burst.
Yes.
But
every
again,
15 minutes or so.
Whatevs, because I mean, like, it's anything. Give us back to normal.
Yes.
For absolutely. Whatever. We'll take it all.
You said you had one more thing?
That
you just thought of?
What was it?
You forgot it already?
Yes, because I got excited again about the fireworks. What was one more thing?
I don't know.
I
knew I should have let you say it because I knew you.
Yes, because I'm like squirrel and I can't. What were we talking about before that?
I don't know. You got done talking about the Dole Whip, and then I talked about the fireworks. And then you said, "Oh, I got one more thing."
Oh man. Okay, if I think about it, I'll bust in and say it.
Yeah.
No, I think I was And then I jumped into just being excited about being there.
Well, you're talking about Christmas and
the new buckets, the new popcorn buckets, like the Christmas tree popcorn bucket.
Oh.
I can't wait for that. It lights up, so you got to get that.
Yeah.
And then we have the alien popcorn bucket, but now it's the alien with like a buffalo plaid check sweater. So then you got to get that bucket. So those are my souvenirs, are the popcorn buckets.
We do get the popcorn buckets. We got several of them already.
That's the best.
But as you can see, we're already getting ready. We're wearing a couple shirts that we're going to wear down there, I guess, right? Are you taking that down there?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay.
I know. I've been on the search because we don't have Christmas Disney gear.
No.
We have Christmas ears.
Yes.
But not necessarily. We have lots of Disney gear, lots of Disney shirts. Mm-hmm. None of them are festive for the holidays.
And you got me a nice little Star Wars one.
Yeah, like a little snowflake. Kind of looks like the pins that you can trade.
Yes. Yep. So I'll be wearing this down there.
Yes, this one.
I like that one a lot. Yeah, that's good.
Mickey and Pluto. And I'm like a black t-shirt girl. Black is like my favorite color. So I'm venturing out.
Now, where did you get these?
These are Hot Topic.
Hot Topic. That's right. Yeah. So.
Yeah, with great shirts.
Yes. Yeah.
Horrible delivery service.
Well,
and customer service, but great shirts.
They came. But and just a sidebar, I'll mention this maybe at the end of each show now. But I'm putting links in the description on YouTube for stuff that we are going to start wearing. So I'll put a Hot Topic.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Here,
because
if you
then
want to go,
we can put a link in for
which
my
we
new
did.
Ears.
Yeah, we did those before.
Yeah, we can put a fresh link.
Yes.
From Jolly June ears on Etsy. So I got some little like peppermint striped ears.
Right.
They're so cute. I'm taking those. Little babies are going with me. Whoopsie. I don't know. I wish
these
I could
lights.
remember.
Are you going to bring these? Are you taking those?
Yes, we're taking the lights.
These jingle. She wanted to wear them for the show, but they actually jingle.
Yeah, he said I would be too loud in the microphone, but yeah, lots of great things. We've got. I have a client that's going to. Well, I've got several clients that are going to be there at the same time that we're going to be there. So I can't wait to see them in the parks.
Yes,
and we've actually are scheduling a meetup with one of them. So Jeff and the girls.
Yes,
and Nat, his wife. So I can't wait.
That's nice.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, so that will be fun.
That'll be fun.
Where were we meeting them at? Magic Kingdom?
We haven't decided.
Oh,
I think we share Magic Kingdom Park Day. So we'll have a little snacky snack.
Great. All right.
And hang
Looking
out.
forward to that. So the next thing we want to talk about is a little bit about our trip. We're going to talk more about it, pretty much all of it, next week when we do our next show before we leave. But right now, besides what we're looking for at the parks, we'll talk about a little bit about what we do beforehand, which is the packing and the Magical Express, because it is a little different this year with COVID and whatnot.
Yeah.
Travel is going to be a little different. Thankfully, we still have a direct flight there this year. I don't know how are you packing any differently for this than normally?
Yeah, and I think it's way more packing. That's why I've been asking you about luggage. Like, what can we take? What are we limited? Because the weather is completely different.
Yes, a little bit cooler.
It's like 20 degrees cooler.
Yes, but it's still 70s. It's not. I don't think you're 70s, really changing your outfits
but it's
too
like
much.
We go when it's like equator hot.
Yeah, 90s.
And then you get a Mickey Premium bar and it's melted in like 2 seconds. And then that's why I was messaging our friends. I was like, we get to eat the ice cream and take our time and it not be melted all over the place and chocolate dripping everywhere. Even though it'll still be warm. It's not like it's going to be cold or anything like that.
Right.
But I am like obsessive weather checkers.
The evening is going to be a little cool.
It'll be cooler in the evening, which I can't wait for that. And maybe cooler to start the mornings.
Yes. Yeah. But I think since the sun goes down about 6:30, if we're there till 8 o'clock, right? Parks are open till 8 or 9. It'll be a little cool at night. We might have to pack a little zip up hoodie in the backpack or something like that.
I mean, I'm excited to pack up a zip-up hoodie for Disney. I don't know. I'm like, what hoodies can I take?
Yeah.
I've never been able to take a hoodie.
I know. It'd be insane. It'd be insane back early October.
No, and I've got my, the Love Your Melon. I know it's not going to be that cold.
Oh,
but it makes me want to pack, like, there's this brand, the shop called Love Your Melon. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it before, but they make beanies.
Yeah.
And then they have sweatshirts too, but they're like really pricey. But the beanies are so cute. And the style that I got is the black Mickey beanie, but it has two big puff balls that look like Mickey's ears. Like, I want to take that, but I don't want to look like a goober just walking around.
Again, you can wear it at nighttime.
At night, I mean, I might have to take it or whatever, but I also need my.
It won't be that cold.
Christmas.
Though, actually.
It won't be that cold. But I mean, it's like I've checked our day for Friday when we arrive. It's 70, and then the low is like 50 something, and then on Saturday it's 74. And a low of like 57 or something and no rain on both of those days.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I got to check the weather each day. I get to add a day of my weather checking.
So you're saying we probably need to pack more bags because our clothes are going to be thicker? Is that what you're saying?
Well, not like more options. It'll be like,
because
you got to have shorts options. Then you got to have pant options and the like comfy pants. And then you have to have
not just t-shirts, short sleeve and long sleeves.
And then
some hoodies,
some zip up hoodies. And then you've got to think about like, because I'm going to wear my t-shirt, but I still want to see my cute t-shirt. So I got to pack my jean jacket because with not, so it's like a little bit more to it than it's just t-shirts. Like you're not going to have.
Yeah.
Even though we would pack it just in case if the girls got cold in a restaurant or something like that. But it's not going to be any of that nonsense. It's like lots more options. And then who knows what Christmas merch we can buy when we're there. So we need a little bit of room for that.
That's true. Yeah, because typically what we've done...
Like popcorn buckets. Those suckers take up
Yes. And typically what we've done...
the room.
We didn't do this the first couple of years, but I feel like the last couple we have... I brought a carry-on onto the plane. It's empty, basically.
Yeah.
And tuck it up in
the little compartment thing.
So the carry-on ends up being what we may shift some clothes into there and then put merch in the big suitcases, depending on what size they are. But typically, Sam always gets something at the Lego store.
Yes.
That's usually a big box
awkward
or so.
Sizing.
But last year we got droids and a lightsaber. I carried that
we
on.
Looked like
I had to carry that on.
The tourists.
Because you couldn't pack those in anywhere.
They went to Disney.
Yeah. So it is. You do have to think about purchases now. Unless, thankfully, our friends that are going this year are driving. They've offered.
We haven't warned them yet. We're gonna be like, "Hey, could you pack a droid back with you?"
Yeah, exactly. Or this lightsaber that I buy. But if you don't have that option, obviously it's great to bring some kind of carry-on or an extra suitcase and divide up your packing so that you have some room.
Yeah.
So we typically take 2 big suitcases. The girls take carry-ons, and then
their backpacks.
Backpack carry-ons, and then we have backpacks, and then I bring on that carry-on.
Yeah.
That's typically what we've done. So are you saying it might be more than that this time?
Yeah.
So we might check a third bag?
So.
Might check a big third bag?
No, because we got the 2 big ones.
Yeah.
And then don't we have a little bit smaller of a one?
Just the one I carry on. Yeah, that's just the one I carry on.
Oh, okay. We'll figure that out.
So we might have to pack another one. But here's the kicker.
Hey.
Magical Express isn't the same now.
Oh, correcto.
You are mainly responsible for your bags.
Right.
So,
which sounds bratty, but I'm kind of like, oh,
I know,
because that's so nice.
Yes. Oh,
when
it's incredible.
Like you're just checking in, go straight from the airline, get out, go straight down all the way to the bottom of MCO, head to the right, go to Magical Express, check in, get on your bus, go to the resort, go to the park.
Go to the park,
I haven't done anything. I don't touch anything. And then you come back from the park. It's like, there's your bags.
Yeah.
No go.
You could. It's funny you bring that up. You actually could, if you.
And my new cute cup from one of my kids at school.
If you didn't have to go to the resort right when you get land, you technically could go straight to the parks, and your bags would go to your room.
Oh, prior to COVID.
Prior to COVID.
Yes.
Totally.
Which is what we did.
Well, we went to the resort first.
But not.
I'm just saying you don't even have
room.
to go. Correct.
Yeah.
But you don't even have to go technically to the resort yet, especially with digital check-in now, right? So
yeah,
you don't even.
You could get off Magical Express and get on a Disney bus and go.
Correct.
Yes.
Or go straight from the. I mean, why couldn't you just go straight from the airport to the park?
How? Get an Uber?
Yeah, totally.
Oh, okay.
Or call a minivan or whatever,
Yeah, you could go that route,
but your bags will still go to the room. Now we'll have to get our bags from the
we have
claim,
to get off the plane,
take it to the Magical Express, and unfortunately, so they're obviously limiting contact with your bags with other with employees. So
that's fine.
That's fine.
We're going to Disney. Whatever.
That's why I was saying that we've been checking one.
Yeah.
Now if we got more,
we're going to be
a little bit.
We might need a dolly.
Yes, we will need a dolly, I'm sure.
Yeah, but because we would, and we would pack like just in case. Like the girls usually wear like comfy, stretchy pants on the plane. Mm-hmm. And then we would get to the resort and I would just walk them in because our rooms aren't ready because we always like to get the bright-eyed and bushy-tailed flight out of Cincinnati. And so we can have a full park day.
We do.
As soon as we land. We like to hit the ground running. And then I would just go in the bathroom of the resort and change the girls.
Yeah.
And then you can still leave all your things there, even though your room's not ready, and still hit the parks.
That's right.
Just Bellhop keeps it. They tag it. They give you a ticket, and they keep it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will be, and I think we've done it every year. We've gone in the morning. We're usually at the parks by 11, 12 o'clock at the
We're
latest.
eating lunch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And our bags are at the Bellhop. We've checked in, but our room's not ready. So by the time we come that night, bags are there.
Yeah.
Everything's there. So
easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, the beauty of, and then people that are, if you're worried at all about flying, now, of course, neither of us have flown since COVID. We have friends, and we know people that have.
Yeah,
I feel I know coworkers that have flown. They've told me that they feel like the airports are actually seem very clean and very together. Now, flights, depending on what you're flying, depends on whether or not they are. Most of them are keeping distance, but some are restricting a little bit about how many people are in a row, and if you're flying by yourself, whether or not you can have a row to yourself, or most of them are doing every other seat. So we're flying Delta, and I love Delta gave us the option. We're flying on a plane that has 3 and 3 with an aisle down the middle. And they gave us the option to have the entire row. Mm-hmm. Normally, what we've done and the way we bought our tickets was 3 of you and Sam and Eliza are on one side, and I usually sit on the aisle seat right on the next
with
pack.
strangers.
With strangers,
that we have good stories from that too.
Yeah.
That our friend Susan took a picture because Dave always falls asleep.
I don't always fall asleep.
You always fall asleep. You claim that you were just resting. He's just resting his eyes.
I'm listening to my music.
I'm just listening to music.
Or a podcast or something.
But you fell asleep. And we had such good sports on that flight because your head was laying on that woman's shoulder of the stranger. And our friends took a picture of it. And it was the best because she was like posing and stuff for the picture. It was awesome. So he does fall asleep. So now you don't have anybody.
That one time I fell asleep.
You fall asleep a lot.
I did not.
That's the one time that you leaned in on a stranger for a little comfy pillow.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all right.
It's all right. Thank you, whoever you are. Never got her name.
Oh, nope.
Drooled all over her shoulder. Never got her name.
You didn't drool. He didn't drool.
No. But we are now with this flight. We are doing 2 and 2.
Yeah.
So we're keeping the entire row, which I feel really good about. I was able to move us to pretty much the back, so that you guys. Sam usually jumps up. Goes
We
to the
are
bathroom.
I swear to you, I make sure when we're in the airport, okay, let's go to the bathroom
Yeah.
before we get on the plane. And we probably go to the bathroom. All right, if we're there early enough, we're kind of making sure, let's go try again one more time. All right, let's go try again one more time. And then before we get on the plane, we're like, okay, let's go try again one more time. And they go to the bathroom. And then as soon as we get on the plane and we're like in takeoff mode, they're like, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
We can't go to the bathroom. They're not gonna let us go. So we're in the back, and we're not going to have, because we're frequent bathroom users.
Yes.
We don't have to go up and down in front of people,
Right.
or whatever. So that'll be nice.
Plus, we get to load in. They there's no priority seating now. They're loading from the back to the front.
Yeah.
So we'll go in the plane,
and we'll use the bathroom while they're still loading the rest of the
Yeah,
plane.
right. Yeah,
we'll get that
exactly.
part taken care of.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, but I like that too, because last time we flew from Bluegrass Airport, which is like our tiny airport here in town in Lexington, and Sam got sick on the flight to Atlanta. So we've never done a one stop.
That was the only time we did. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And she got sick from Lexington to Atlanta, but then from Atlanta to Orlando, she was totally fine. And then flying back into Lexington, she got sick again. And I think it was just like the tiny plane and the
Smaller
fumes,
plane.
or
Yeah.
it was, you feel the motion more and stuff like that. So being close to the bathroom, that makes me feel better.
Yes. Right. And a bigger plane.
Yeah. And a bigger plane.
Nonstop. It's only a 2-hour flight. Usually it gets there even faster, a little bit faster. So
Yeah.
So really good. That's not too many differences, but it's good that our plane ride will be a little different. We'll have a lot more room.
And I like that we have the whole row too, because if the girls and I, we're not cramped over there together, but if one of them wanted to come over on your side and stretch out, they can do that, and it'll be nice.
Yep.
I'm excited.
It is. It's exciting. Listen,
I'm so
2
excited.
weeks away.
So if anybody is like frequent Christmas time, holiday time goers to Disney, and you have tips and tricks, or you have my must do, like you've got to do that every single time you go, would they be able to go to my Facebook page and say like, hey, or send me a message, you have to try this dessert. It's like the best. We get it every time it's in the holiday times. Mm-hmm. Send us some suggestions.
Please. Yes. Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to be like, I feel
like we got the fall part down. Well, we don't.
I need the big donut. I need the cookie. Winter. I want to go eat the Christmas Mickey head with the snowflakes on it. And
probably the biggest thing I'm looking forward to is beaches and cream. The big old kitchen sink. That's what I want.
And we're doing that on Sam's birthday. It's like a late lunch dinner, I guess.
That'll be our dinner.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. And just for her, because the siren goes off inside there. There's like lights and a siren go off whenever you order the kitchen sink. I think she is going to freak out. She's going to love it.
She is. One thing I did want to just talk about briefly too was because I think this pertains to a lot of your clients that have come and talked to you. And I heard this. I can't remember. I drew a blank on who exactly I had this conversation with, but somebody had asked me if when was too young or when was the right time to take your child to Disney. Like, is my
That's
child
always the question?
Is my
of the
child
hour.
too young? Or, my child's not going to remember, so I don't want to take him yet. Basically, you start asking that question somewhere. I feel like somewhere between 3 and 5 is when you start asking, is it too young to bring him now, or I might wait till I'm 5?
And earlier, people ask earlier.
And we talked about when Sam was younger. We wanted to bring her when she was 5 because that was kind of her starting school, kindergarten.
Yeah, just kind of like a big girl. Like this is your prize.
But at that point,
for kindergarten,
we had Eliza, so she was 1.
Yeah,
when we went,
just learned to walk.
Yes, literally like a week before we left. So so we had both the experience, I think. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, which was great. We had the experience of Sam, who still remembers that trip a little bit. And then we had Eliza, who doesn't remember a thing, obviously.
No clue about it. Yeah, other than pictures as a
So
memory.
what's your advice? What's your thoughts about?
I know, and I get asked that a lot, and I always feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm the wrong person to ask or the right person to ask, because I say anytime, like go take the trip, like don't wait, go take the trip, go see the mouse. Just because the pure enjoyment of that minute and that moment when they see the castle, or when they see Cinderella, or when they see Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, and it's like, oh my gosh, and why am I starting to tear up and cry thinking about this? I'm like totally about to, I don't know what's happening to me right now. But just living in that very moment is and it's what we should do anyway. We need to live in the moment, right? So I need to gain composure here real quick, because I don't know why I'm getting all googly moogly over here. But yeah, I mean, like, just the look of their face, because right then they have that feeling of excitement. They have that feeling of love. I mean, like, they're like, I love Mickey. I've seen him on the TV. I've seen him here in movies, and he's right there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just, they start to feel that. And then every time they go to Disney, they know it's like love and happiness and joy, and everything's just great. I say go. Now, infants, I don't know. I mean, I think that's kind of hard.
You mean,
Like, if it's your first time and it's your first child, you can. I always think about being like, if you go in June or something like that, it's kind of hot.
yes. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Take the babies. Like, just go.
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever a too early of a time.
So the way I answered it in this conversation was, I think exactly how you said. I think it's hard. It's harder for the parents, I feel like, to really get around and enjoy if your child is not walking. I mean, granted, you have the stroller and everything, but that means if they're not walking, that means they're pretty young still, and you're obviously changing diapers, and you're probably the kids taking naps and stuff like that, which is fine. But then I think it does depend on the time of year, because I think in the middle of summer it's going to be even harder, like you said. But
and you just
I
worry
feel
about
like
them being in a stroller in the heat. And
but I feel like once they're maybe a little over one, I don't think there's a bad time, because I think exactly what you said. I think even though we say that they're not going to remember it, they're not going to remember riding a ride or seeing Mickey and hugging Mickey, or seeing Cinderella or going to the castle. They're not going to remember that, but they are going to remember how it felt. Mm-hmm. That joy and that experience and love, and just they will associate Disney with that, I feel like, forever.
Yeah.
And it only takes one time. You don't have to go every year. I mean, we're lucky enough to be able to do that. But if you take your child when they're 1, 2, 3, which I think is a perfect time to do it, it's just going to be, I believe it's just going to be there. And it's whenever they see that, when they're home on TV or at the Disney store or go to a Disney movie, they're just going to start associating that feeling. Because, I mean, I think we all do that as humans. We all do that. Anything that we enjoy and love and appreciate, we just keep that feeling with us every time we experience it.
Just like we cry every time we're at Disney. Like every time it's like come down Main Street, make the turn, there's the castle. It's like, oh my dear Lord.
Because, and the clear example of this too is, by far, no matter how much Eliza, our youngest, she's 6 now, no matter how much she loves Mickey and Minnie and all that stuff, but the girl cannot stop loving and hugging Chewbacca.
Yeah.
She's hugged Chewbacca every year that we've been there.
And not just hug. We're like, okay,
she can't.
Time to go.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even though she probably doesn't have memory of doing that, she knows what that feels like.
Yeah.
So every time she sees him, it's like, I just want to be in his arms.
Yeah.
And it is the greatest thing to see that as a parent. Because, there was that one year where you took her around. It was funny because I was with Sam a lot, maybe riding roller coasters. You took her around to see Pluto and Minnie, and she would kiss their noses. And she was 2, I think, that year, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think 2. Again, she doesn't have any memory of doing that, but gosh, she knows the feeling.
I know. And to go back and watch those videos of her and just see it, like you can just see it in their face. You can feel their excitement, and you can feel like a deep love. Like, I love you so much that I want to squeeze you. It's like how they feel.
Yeah. So I would answer simply, and I titled this episode this, I would simply say it's never too young.
No.
It's never too young to take your kids
think so either.
to Disney, in our opinion, I think. I don't know. And I posted on our Twitter today, because it's Walt Disney's birthday, actually, today. So happy birthday, Walt. But I posted on there, I said, thanks, Walt. Disney is a huge part of our lives. And Disney just has allowed us to have just incredible memories, right? And there's no best time to do that, right? Do it whenever you can. Doesn't matter what age you are. You always have those memories to create. And I don't know, it's been incredible for our family, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
So,
Absolutely. And we've brought this little show right on down to just like a tear fest over here.
No, you're tearing.
Because it's emotional. Because it is. Of all the things that, like you think of what Disney is and what it means. And then I think about, what was it? The one time, and I'm going to say it wrong, I'm pretty sure. Was it like in Japan or something like that? Did they have a tsunami and they had to shut down everything? And then when they opened it back up,
that's right.
And then people finally got to go back in, like they ran straight to the Mickey Mouse statue.
Yes.
And we're like touching his feet and kissing his feet. Like, but it's like that figure. And then that just, I don't know. It's just an incredible feeling.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go.
Yeah. So go.
And with that, if you want to go, call me.
Yeah. But again, that is one of the main reasons why you chose to do that, right? I mean, it's not to make extra money, even though a little bit of that is nice, but it's like you really love Disney and love
and it is
getting people there, right?
And that's what I always say. Like, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm being a dork, but the biggest part of doing this, like I love planning, I love the organization of it, I love that deal. But it's like talking to the people, hearing their stories before going of like why they want to go, or it's this kind of like adoption celebration, or it's, our kids' first time. And I get so excited, like making that plan, thinking, oh my gosh, it's their very first time to go to Disney or any of that. Like that's what drives me. And what drives me is the clients. I mean, just getting to know, that's my favorite part, is talking to them and getting to know them.
Yes, totally.
And then,
I'm telling you, she talks to them sometimes. Like I hear her talking in the house and I'm like, so who was that? Thinking it was like some lifelong friend. It's like, oh, it's one of my clients that's leaving next month. That's like, jeez.
We'll trade recipes. We'll talk about whatever.
Talking a little too deep with them.
Oh, I was talking to someone about about an intestinal problem one of our children was having.
Yes. Okay, so
anywho.
Anyway, that's I just wanted to bring that up a little bit because I think that's and that's something I feel like we'll talk about a lot as we go, because you do have clients obviously that have a lot of different age kids, and it's always a good question to talk about. So
it's always a good time. That's the answer.
Yeah,
it's always a good time.
Always a good time. Never too young to take. They were too young for
Take the trip.
parents.
See the
too.
mouse. Eat the Dole Whip. That's the shirt. That could be a shirt.
What?
Take the trip. See the mouse. Eat the Dole Whip.
That's pretty good too. Yeah.
Don't anybody take my idea.
Okay. So as we wrap up here, let's do a little tease. I'll drop it in. We'll do a little tease.
Oh, we
of
didn't
the
talk
girls.
about, and I know, and it's also my mom's birthday today, so it's
It is Waltz and Mom's.
Waltz
Yeah.
and Mom's birthday today, and we've got cake and ice cream in a little bit. But we didn't talk about Black Beauty. We watched Black Beauty.
I was about to bring that up. Yes.
Oh, hey.
Let me do my thing. First, I wanted to. Well, I'll drop in the girls right now because it's a little bit about our trip. So
Okay.
So right now we'll cut away real fast and drop in a little segment from our girls that they're going to talk about a little bit about what they're looking forward to most about their trip. Okay, so check that out. We'll be right back.
Boy.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam. I'm Eliza. Yeah. And today we're going to be talking about what we're looking forward to when we go to Disney this year. Yeah. What kind of food do you want to eat? Mickey pretzels. Those are delicious. I want some, especially with cheese
And
dip.
Mickey beignets.
I also want to see what the Simba pretzel looks like.
I want to see what the castle decorations look like.
I
want to ride Dumbo again.
I'm also looking forward to hunting for all the Olafs in Epcot. The Olaf thingy is basically kind of like a scavenger hunt in Epcot. And it's the
Just
same
like
thing
the
for the
Remmies.
Remmies. Yeah, same thing for the Remmies.
And this year, I'm going to try to ride, what's it called? Seven Dwarfs Mine Train and, what's it called?
Space Mountain?
Yeah.
I don't think Mommy's going to like that. And when we're going, it's going to be my birthday.
Wow!
And then we're going to go to Hollywood Studios there, and we're going to eat at Beaches and Cream. And we're going to get a
Happy birthday
giant
to
bowl of
you.
ice cream.
Thanks.
We're going to get a giant bowl of ice cream. Probably the size of this room.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay, so that was our little girls
No,
they're
they're so cute.
talking about what they're looking forward to most. Yeah, so we're gonna start doing a little bit more of that, and then they'll probably have their own little segment here.
Yeah,
soon, right?
I think that'd be cool.
Little show. So, yes. So Disney Plus. What we were watching, we watched, like you said, we watched
Black Beauty.
Black Beauty.
Holy
You know,
moly.
talk about crying.
Talk
You.
about crying. I was like crying in the just dying. I remember the story. I don't think I ever read the book.
Oh, I definitely never read the book, and I barely remember watching the movie if I ever
And I don't think I
saw
watched
it all the way through.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. So we were like, yeah, let's watch Black Beauty. That looks great. And then we're like, no, Black Beauty. Oh, somebody go save her. Somebody go find her. It was like you would have the best feeling, and then like it felt like your heart was ripped out. And then
Yeah.
you'd have a good feeling, and it was like your heart was ripped out again. It was good though.
It was really good.
We liked it. The girls liked it. Eliza even kept watching it on her iPad
did.
like the next day and again and again and again.
It's I feel like it's a little different in the sense that, and they advertised it in the trailer a little bit, that Black Beauty had a voice.
Oh, yeah.
Kate Winslet is the voice of Black Beauty.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember seeing some reviews and people saying, gosh, is this going to be like, is Black Beauty going to talk to animals, talk to,
Yeah, kind of like what is it, like a Dr. Doolittle or something?
kind of,
Is
yeah,
that-
yeah,
was
like
that the
a
doctor
Lion King
thing?
and,
Yeah.
animated.
And like her mouth move.
right.
Yeah.
But that's not the case. So just in case people are worried, it is
It was like her thought,
it is a consciousness,
Yeah.
voice in her head kind of thing, telling the story a little
which
bit.
I was okay with.
Totally okay with. No, because you get a lot of perspective from the horse that you wouldn't get if you didn't hear her voice, right? So I thought
and
it worked.
I think it would have been like if they had her mouth moving and talking, then that would have just been goofy.
Oh, yeah, that would have been
And that
really
would have
weird.
lost a lot of meaning of that story.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
A lot of feeling from that story.
Yeah. It's just all about
great movie.
it's
Go
all
watch
about
it.
what she's thinking in her head. So
Yeah.
And then real quick, I'll say that last night, first time in a long time, Sam, I saw it for the first time in a long time. She saw it for the first time. We watched The Sword and the Stone.
Oh, right. Y'all stay up too late.
Yeah.
I've got to go to bed.
You
And it's like
Eliza went to bed.
8:30, 9
Yeah.
o'clock.
I think we started
I'm
at
like,
about.
woo, I can't watch a
I
movie
think we
right
started
now.
at around 9. You girls were asleep, and we watched it all the way through. And you know, I would say it's not the greatest movie. In fact, the only parts I really even remembered from it was the end because for some reason, part of me felt like he pulled the sword earlier in the movie, like midway through, but he actually doesn't truly pull it till the
What
end
was that
of the movie.
old lady's name?
Lady Mim.
Mim. Yeah.
The old
Okay,
the
yeah.
witch sorceress. Anyway, but it's basically Sam experienced for the first time. It's basically Arthur, Merlin training Arthur.
Yeah,
to be
because there
king,
was
in
a
sense.
couple old movies where she's like, I've never seen that. I want to watch that. It was that one, and there's something else that she was saying. The Black Cauldron.
Yeah, I don't know. That didn't look so good.
Was it that
I don't
one?
think it's a very popular one.
Oh, yeah. Probably
That was
not.
that time when the Disney movies kind of took that dip, the 80s and early
Dwindling
90s.
down.
It wasn't until the early 90s when Aladdin and
Yeah.
all those came back that it was,
More animation or whatever.
yeah. Anyway,
Godmothered
just came out.
came out yesterday, and you're like, And then Sam even said, she was like, I don't know, the trailer doesn't look that good.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it, so we'll see.
Okay. Well, maybe Brookie will watch it, give you a little
Maybe
review.
I can give a review.
Yep. Okay. Quick on the collecting. We got our next Castle pin just came
Oh,
out.
gosh, yeah.
The Series
Rapunzel.
5, which is the Rapunzel. That's on Disney Store. It's still up there right now if you want to go out
Keys.
there and get
We've had the recent keys.
it. The Toy Story 25th anniversary just came
Child.
out. The Child came out. That's
Grogu.
the Grogu. Very good.
Hey.
That is a
I know
Disney
my
Visa
stars.
exclusive
Yeah.
right now. Early exclusive. It's going to actually be released to the public here soon.
What I did miss was the Walt Disney Funko Pop with the Aurora Castle from Disneyland.
Yeah.
Came out this morning, and I should have known because it's his birthday, but it comes in stores on Monday.
Yep.
So guess who's going to the mall?
Yeah. I'll try to go get it.
Davey.
It's the 65th anniversary Funko Pop. It is pretty cute. It's got
He's cute.
It's got Walt holding a little Mickey in his hand. Yeah, it's
it
pretty
looks
neat.
really cute.
Pretty neat. Okay, that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Unless you got anything else,
No,
my
I
darling.
never thought of the one thing I forgot.
Yeah, that's all right. Well,
So if I think about it, I'll write it
We'll
down
save
and
it
we'll
for
do it
next
for the
week.
next time.
yeah. Next week will be our show that will load up on everything we have planned on our trip as we leave for our Christmas trip to Disney. Can't wait.
I'm so
Excited?
excited.
Yes.
I don't think I'm excited enough about the trip, have I? I've only said it like probably 84 times.
That's all right. Because we're excited.
Because I'm excited.
That's right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Come back next week. Go to sharingthemouse.com. You can subscribe and to we're on all the podcast feeds as well as on YouTube. And we're going to be putting up a little bit more on there as we go. So thanks, everybody. Take care. For my lovely wife, Brooke.
And come visit me on Facebook
Oh,
at
that's
Brooke
right.
Cottingham
Yes.
Travel. Hello.
Hello.
I mean, and yeah, just come check out my Facebook page where I put up the latest news and latest happenings, and you can get a free quote right there on the page if you would like it. It's all free.
100% free.
100% free. I'm 100% free.
Yes.
Even if I book your trip, I'm still free.
Free.
I mean, why not?
That's right.
Why not?
Yes. At Brooke Cottingham Travel. Yes.
Yeah.
On Facebook, Instagram, but you can go also sharingthemouse.com. There's a button right there that says get a free quote. It'll take you right to her, and she will get a hold of you right away.
Yep. And squeeze you up tight and get you ready for a trip.
Yes, because you're never too young.
Because you're never too young.
Never too young.
That's right.
Thanks, everybody. Take care. Have a great week. See you next week.
Bye.
See ya real soon.